to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Chargers coming in at 2-5, going up against the Texans, who come in at 6-1.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is taken at his 4. Shift together here from the D-line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Here's Watson. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go.
Here's Watson now on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First and 10, Watson. That's caught, Fedorowicz. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
Let's go!
Now a first down throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Here we go!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down to the 25. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Give this time to the tailback. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make our score 9-0. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This fielded at the 2. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. First and 10, Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. How did he stay on his feet? And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try and at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Watson on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Rivers now on second down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. Rivers on first down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Williams, the man in motion left. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Throwing Rivers. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That one good for 7 that time. And that leads to a Los Angeles first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll need to get the play off. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They run the counter now on first down. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Watson now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On second down, Rivers again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Rivers, and he's going to go down. the Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And they give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On 1st down, Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you talk to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle, and it was the Seahawks who were able to take home the victory there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A second down throw for Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And this looks to probably be the final play. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last shot now for Rivers. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take